Done.
Okay. Hi, I'm Jill Baxter, and I have been a sports law attorney for over 25 years, and I am a certified contract advisor with the NFL Players Association. I am going to share with you through a series of videos my opinions and perspective on some very important and complicated college and professional sports issues that are going on in the world today. And if you're an NFL player or a future NFL player, this is a lot of information that you need to know.
So, what is the NFL Combine and how does a player get invited?
Okay. The NFL Combine is one big, huge job interview for you at your position. At the Combine, it happens at the end of February. Each position is going to come in during a 2-day period, and they're going to have lots of tests. They're going to have physical tests, which you're probably well aware of. They're going to have mental tests by a psychologist, and a lot of chalk talks. And you're going to have your entire medical background is going to be checked out. You're going to actually go to a hospital and get all kinds of physicals done on everything. So there's mental, there's physical, there's medical, and there's football knowledge. And lots of interviews, and you're up late at night, and it's pretty tiring and exhausting.
What do you do to help a client prepare for doing their best at the Combine?
Well, there's several things. One is training, obviously, for the Combine. But another important factor is I think they should go in a day early and get acclimated, especially if they're from the West Coast or the East Coast, because it always occurs in Indianapolis, and get acclimated to the environment because it's a pretty tiring place. The other things to prepare for are media interviews, training for the physical part, and chalk talks, football chalk talks. And I think that what's really, really important there is that you spend a lot of time with your college coach, because I think they can best prepare you for getting peppered with a lot of questions. And you should be doing that now. You should be able to, if somebody asks you what you're going to do in a certain situation at your position, you should be able to answer that question without any problem and any hesitation, because you're going to get asked those kinds of questions, and they can be intimidating. And if you have any character issues, you better be ready to address those, because those are so, so important. Character, academics, all that. They're going to ask you about all of those things. And so you need to be prepared that you're going to have to answer those kind of questions. They're going to ask questions about your family background. They're going to ask questions about your school. They're going to ask questions about how you train on a daily basis at your school. They're looking to try to find holes in who you are as a person. So you need to be able to answer all those questions in a huge group of people, including possibly, it's usually the GM, the head coaches, at the Combine. So those question and answer periods are so, so important, because it's the first time the coaches are getting to talk to you. The scouts probably have an idea about who you are, but those coaches don't know. And the GM probably is just getting to know you. And the Combine is the place where all those people finally get on the same page, and they are going to determine where you get drafted. Those things are going to, make or break you. So how do you get invited to the Combine? The people that are invited to the Combine is when a majority of the scouts have placed a draftable grade on you during your season. They've already decided. After watching 3 games and they cross-check you, that they're going to look at the film, they're going to give you a grade. It's either going to be draftable or not draftable. That is something that an agent can't change. So getting invited to the Combine is really based on your college performance. So what's good is if you're performing well right now, that's going to help you get to the Combine. Sometimes if somebody's just on the borderline, I have called like a certain team that I think has interest in that player, and I'll see if they can get them in, especially if they're kind of on the bubble. And there are some players who kind of are on the bubble, and that's the only way to influence the process. But it's not that easy to influence the process. You would have to get somebody much higher up that wants to see you, that has you listed as a draftable player. And my core values are protection, advocacy, and trust. If you know someone who needs representation, please have them call me.